Listen up.
It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
So it has just been revealed, and we already kind of knew this because they were teasing that they were in talks with Justin Timberlake, but he is going to be doing that Super Bowl halftime show.
Is he going to bring Janet Jackson out this time?
Well, that was in 2004 that happened, and that has not been confirmed, but maybe.
He should. Janet's on tour. Janet's in shape. Janet's in shape. She's in fighting shape. Bring her out.
So dope. Who knows? It could be just a replay of what happened back in 2004. Well, he was on, and he actually teased and announced that he's going to be performing. Here he is now with Jimmy Fallon.
Excuse me, sir, do you have the time?
I was going to ask you, sir, if you have the time.
I do have the time.
You do have time?
I do have time.
You do have time?
I do have time.
You do have time?
I do have time.
You're doing the halftime show at the Super Bowl? You do have time! Doing the halftime show!
That was corny but kind of clever.
That was kind of clever.
It was corny but kind of clever.
Maybe we had to see it. Did you see it?
No, I think I did, but I wasn't paying attention to what I was watching. It was in the living room or something. But it would be dope to see Justin Timberlake perform in a Colin Kaepernick jersey and then take a knee at the end, right? Mm-hmm. That'd be interesting.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. And that'd be interesting to see him bring Janet Jackson back out.
All right, now somebody else has been accused of sexually assaulting women in Hollywood, and that's director James Toback. He's been accused of sexual harassment by 38 women so far.
Oh, you knew that was coming.
Oh, you already know.
The lid is about to be blown off Hollywood.
Now, according to one woman, she said he'd get to know you intimately, get you to trust him. He'd say it's all part of the process. Then in a hotel room, a movie trailer, or public park meetings framed as interviews or auditions, things would get very sexual. One woman said, I felt like a prostitute, an utter disappointment to myself, my parents, my friends, and I deserve not to tell anyone. That was Adrienne LaValle talking about her situation. Now, during meetings, many of the women said that he would talk about sexual conquest with famous other women and then ask you humiliating personal questions. How often do you masturbate? How much pubic hair do you have? And then he said he couldn't properly function unless he, I don't know if I can say this, but played with himself.
First of all,
several times a day. Then he would dry hump them or masturbate in front of them, ejaculating into his pants or onto their bodies, and then walk away, meeting over.
What kind of sicko asks you how many pubic hairs do you have? Who the hell? And what kind of sicko knows how many pubic hairs they have?
I don't know. But how do you start that? Like, how was that initial time? Like your first time? Because it obviously
counting your pubic hairs?
No, I mean sexually harassing somebody. Like, how do you have the balls to start? Like.
Because you're in a position of power. You're just a man shooting his shot. That's what it is.
That's
but
crazy.
you know, you're using your power to put people in compromising situations. You're making people compromise themselves for these roles. That's where the problem comes into play at.
And the problem is that these women are aspiring actresses, and they feel like their career could be over if they say anything, because this man is a powerful man in Hollywood that could destroy you. So it just puts you in a really awful situation.
And the sad part, back in the day, that probably was right.
It's probably still happening now, and I don't know why people act so shocked. Like that whole thing about the casting couch, that came from somewhere. It derived from somewhere.
Right.
All right, Ed Sheeran has revealed that he had a secret battle with substance abuse, and now he's opening up about it. He said, I think you need to, when you get into the industry, adjust to fame, and I didn't adjust because I was constantly working on tour. All the pitfalls that people read about, I found myself slipping into all of them, mostly substance abuse. He didn't say which substances that he was using, but he said it just started gradually happening, and then some people took me to one side and were like, calm yourself down. He said it's all fun to begin with. It all starts off as a party, and then you're doing it on your own, and it's not. So that was a wake-up call, and I took a year off. So he did that to focus on work.
No, he's focused now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, we're glad that he got it together. And it's important for people to reveal whatever struggles that they have so it can help other people out, because anyone can happen to anyone. Now, James Packer, he was the one that was engaged to Mariah Carey, talked about how everything was a mistake from the beginning. He said, I was at a low point in my personal life. Documenting the negotiations with my sister was taking longer than expected. And he met Mariah through Brett Ratner. He said she was kind, exciting, and fun. Mariah is a woman of substance. She's very bright, but it was a mistake for her and a mistake for me. Now, since they broke up, he's kept quiet and stayed out of the spotlight. He said he has one big regret. He said, my biggest regret is that I let my marriage to Erica fail. That's his ex-wife. It is what it is, and she's doing an incredible job with the kids, and we are in a great place.
I just want to be bored enough to count my pubic hairs. I'm going to try that on our next holiday break.
What?
Nothing. That's
okay.
Fine.
All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in